Greetings everyone, and Great here for another Advanced Wars States of Ruin Tiny Wars replay. Spawn on the left side as the purple Mira, we got FrostedBurn. Spawn on the right side as the blue Brenner, we got Dark. Mira, a custom CO, has a base CO zone of 6, very massive. Has CO expansion of 0, so her CO zone can expand. 6 are even larger than 4 SIFs, so that's massive. CO max energy is 45, so her power does charge up very quickly. And for her, she has no day-to-day, looks like. Her bonering cost is 0. So this suggests to me doesn't even get the passive 10 plus 10 plus 10 like almost all CO get. She just able to upload herself into a CO unit for free for no advantage, barring the increased firepower from it being a veteran unit. And her super CO, all unloaded enemy units get -1 health, so it's basically a tsunami or a blizzard, just does 1 damage to cross the entire map. Quite simple, very simple CO design. Able to charge up relatively quickly and able to hit your opponent with repeated attacks. That's quite simple. Brenner is actually nerfed from the base game. Overall, this is still the same. It's plus 10 offense, plus 20% defense for all units. That's, I think, still the same. It says minus there, but it looks still the same. Maybe this got nerfed from 40 to 30%? Wait, no, direct units. I think it used to be all units, right? I can't remember it off the top of my head. Either way, let's go ahead and get started. We do have, of course, 2 factories on this map. Third neutral one here. Got the player 2 initial infantry unit here. Airport back here. A large number of shores here. This is 100 traversable by foot. Of course, it is not traversable by sea units. Just landers and other transports. Let's see, we do have a port here. A lot of traversable terrain here, including some temporary ports. We got comm towers here. So yeah, a lot of stuff going on, a lot of possible mobility, so wheeled units should be just fine. After all, shores do also allow 100% mobility. Actually, no. Shores do not offer maximum mobility for wheeled units. That's only in all previous tiles of Advanced War. Shores are not good terrain for wheeled units. Good to remember that. Can't remember all the variations, but there's a good number of roads and properties in the map for traversement. But there's of course a lot of wastelands here, which wheeled units do not like. Track units don't like either. Nor does a naval craft. They can't traverse over wastelands. Either way, let's see. These cities down here are not traversable by land. You have to drop on in there by P-copter. 2 properties there, so there's quite a bit of value there. So yeah, this map is going to be quite interesting, so let's go and get started. No fog of war, so I'm just going to let this autoplay. What unit should she load up herself into? She doesn't have to worry about any sort of boarding costs, so that's pretty nice about that. Maybe I for a tank or battlecopter? With 6 radius though, you could play like 4 Sif, go around, but you don't buff units. You can probably load up yourself to a bike and then just try to siphon up as much CO energy as possible by hope not just be a backline moral support and like go woo and support the combat. Not sure. Got some bikes employed in the field by Brenner. Mira has deployed 1 bike. As captured at the port, both players did start for lander, I probably forgot to mention. With the amount of roads in the field, I don't think this is not a bad map for recons. The bikes could probably just be a good alternative since they can actually capture. But recon's a bit more of a hard counter the bikes and infantry. First tank deployed in the field. Brenner will probably respond with his own tank. does go down south, get that one property. Tank, bike, infantry. Squeeze out just enough fundings for that. Looks like Mira, it does use Davis's theme, or the no COC theme, clearly Davis. And she has put herself into a CO unit, so it's a veteran unit, that's about it. Look at that CO zone. But it's absolutely nothing, but yet everything. Let's find out how it goes. I have no idea. If I were to click one of these units up here, +0/+0, not even the passive +10/+10 that even the cartridge COs get. Got a transport copter now pulling the field as well. We do have a recon back here, but that's not in the best terrain there. So deploying recon down here is actually a little bit interesting. I can see over here with all the roads, but this would take a bit of time to get into gear. Multiple tanks now pulling the field. Comm tower now being seized. I do not see a way from the... Actually, no, the CO unit can interrupt it. Bike cannot. Tank can. Of course, that will forfeit some pressure down the middle. Brenner CO unit has 70% defense, so it'll be a tough nut to crack. And we'll go up north to interrupt the comm tower, get some energy as well. Good first strike there. Remember as well, her superpower does take 45 energy rather than 60. So she can generate it 75% or 25% faster. Lander could have pushed forward here to help protect that comm tower. This bike can still possibly interrupt. Should at least get at least 1 point of damage. Brenner's gone for a artillery and a tank. Brenner can also counter his opponent's superpower with his own. Takes out that one infantry unit there, but no CO power generation, just out of range. Interrupts the capture. Tank of the region. Multiple tanks in the region. It looks like Brenner will capture the southern tower, which got tired of tanks and now anti-tank. Good strike there. Capturing up some properties. And those are going to set up a wall here. I think that infantry unit will be able to capture it up. It has one capture progress left, so it just needs to remain alive and it will get the capture. It does also now have the comm tower down south, so you'll get plus 5% off attack and defense globally. Got more tanks, medium tanks. There's a lot of properties of field, so both sides getting some good amount of income. Bit of energy there. Currently at 35. There's also probably very little reason to hold on to superpower for Mira, other than like, does she want to use her tank as to fight or not? Battlecopter anti-air. Now both comm towers are captured, getting plus 10% offense and defense globally. And thinking about walls is, you generate energy based on number of points of health damage. So this wall will bleed off a lot of energy. She will likely get her superpower this turn. Just send in other forces to clean up everything. 3 targets there, that's at least 30 energy. Yep, she has a superpower. Wounds everything. Brenner's CO power is very far from being charged up. She's gaining massive ground both from north and south. Brenner does have good field control in the middle, but Brenner is about a turn behind now. Battlecopter pushing forward, in tank as well. We'll be capturing some of the southern properties. Brenner does have a slight income advantage. And there's actually a decent amount of properties that still hasn't been captured for him as well. Does get some good strikes there. CO unit will not be in range. I just want to make sure. Yep, no global 10% attack and defense for our power and superpower like in Advanced Wars. Other titles. Anti-tank gets a good strike there. Finish off some of the wounded infantry units. Giving her a lot of power, because remember as well, her CO zone reaches everywhere. Some good strikes there on that tank. Medium tank goes down. And with her reduced energy cost, she can start just snowballing with the superpower. Doing 10% damage across all of his bonus units. Her units, perhaps like every 3 turns. It'll start adding up pretty quickly now, more look at it. And tank in the center of the map will start locking down the region. He's also rotating his tanks and artillery around. Still has both comm towers for now, but this comm tower will not be interrupted, so they will be equal plus 5% attack and defense, which effectively means neutralize each other out. With the battlecopter nearby, I do believe she'll get another power next turn. Medium tank coming to reserve push forward as well. Battlecopter gets good strike in the CO zone. Good strike there. Brenner does have his superpower available. All depends how much damage he takes next turn. If he wants to pop it, the extra radius could be a little bit better at the moment. It's something that you don't have to pop immediately to get 3 health regeneration for every unit. Battleship. There goes the CO unit, so never mind, that's gone. I forgot that there was an anti-tank in range. And pushing up north to capture this sector. That's probably going to spell game over for Brenner. Maybe Deleting a CO unit and putting the battleship into could be a good option. Making massive grounds down south. CO unit is right here. Sub pushing way forward, trying to engage the battleship. And sub start off submerged, so she does not know the sub exists. Depending where the battleship moves, it could receive massive fire. Brenner's reorging down south for defense. Battlecopter, mech. Actually goes for a mech. Battleship is good striking an anti-tank, which may be in the range of sub. Nope, the battlecopter's in the way. There is AD to clear the path, though. Good shot there. Now infantry in the way. So now the sub is out of range. Right now she has a sizable advantage, like 3 turns ahead advantage, which is quite massive. And cruiser there. I wonder if she spotted a submarine. Don't think she did. But maybe if she was counting funding spent, there could be it could be an indication that she saw the submarine where money was spent, but there was nothing to really warrant its cost. So she may have a good inkling that it was a submarine deployed in the field. Brenner's making some headway down here, has a pretty good wall and artillery piece to zone out the medium tank. Up north, we started to stabilize as well, but the artillery piece is in range of the tank. Yeah, no, I don't think Brenner's stabilized up there. I think he's about to get crushed up there. Almost enough for another superpower. Superpower's not available. Wounds everything again. Now she's starting to snowball a little bit. As the fight starts getting better, it's easier for her to generate her CO power. And plus, there's going to be another round of global repairs needed. How did the lander take 2 damage there? Am I crazy? It may have been moved just back on there. Sub does take a shot at the lander. I think the fact that Brenner took a shot, the sub is completely surrounded, so might as well take a shot. But I have a feeling Brenner may resign relatively soon. I feel like he's really not in a good position. His counter to the battleship's almost gone, and that's going to be just free power charge. Multiple good hits there. Probably could have pushed the tank conflict down here a little bit and then get a CO charge, but she sent her CO tank down there entirely. And next turn she will get her power once again. Brenner has not redeployed out a CO unit. Interior takes a strike. Puts some good damage there. And he does back of the game now. This is Angrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.